to me, that raises potential. How could we create, lanes for success when the proper representation hasn't been included from the start, right? Because historically, we could go back. I mean, we all know about when women weren't included in clinical trials, and then cardiovascular drugs came on the market and weren't always very successful in the female population for a variety of reasons. So, we partnered with like CVS, for example, to help improve access at a trusted source where you go to on a regular basis. So it's not something, in keeping with the line of people using TikTok and things, you want to stick with behaviors and approaches that they're already comfortable doing, and try, instead of adding something new to someone's life, right? So if they could go and the pharmacist would say to them, hey, you're on this medication, would you like to be included in a trial, and provide some information about it? That then allows a track for additional inclusion, right, of populations that might not have been represented early on. Because we have, historically, lots of drugs that weren't really evaluated in that base population to start with, right? It was a very small segment of the folks getting the condition, right? And then things like, if we add in health data, right, we get real world data. We partner with a few like Datavant, Pluto, and I think this is a huge service if we could give that information back to individuals. Who really has all their health record data in one place? Does anyone know? Every time I go and put my kids' vaccination stuff in for a school, I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. It's just this scenario where if we could then provide information back to people as a service, right? We haven't even discussed, that beyond the other components that are involved in participating in something. But if we could put those components together, I think we could create, sort of a carrot combo stick, if you will, somewhere in between that would help companies really showcase how that drug works or doesn't work in specific populations. And then those populations would feel represented and that they're contributing kind of, I like this idea of collective impact. Maybe it's my time from the Peace Corps, but this is this idea that, do you have a collective impact as a community, right? And having done a lot of community-based participatory research in my years, that is something that is critical, right? And I think we can do a lot better, but we need to create these lanes for success for that.